My name is Sugeshnee Naidoo, and I'm the Managing Director of Enermous Foam Tapes and Pressure Sensitive Adhesives. The primary focus of the business is the conversion of foam products and foam tapes, and now we've diverted into manufacturing of pressure sensitive adhesives as well. So basically, foam tapes and pressure sensitive adhesives are used for insulation purposes, and it's used in a variety of industries, not just one. I got married at a very young age and started my family very young. And while being a mom, a career woman, and a wife, I studied. I did marketing, and while I was working for a corporate company. And while I was there, I was diagnosed with a brain tumor. And, to most people that is so scary and what have you. For me, it was just one of those things, and you have to deal with it. And I had to leave work because of that. And leaving work, from there, it was very tough because you're going through this process with being ill and what have you, and then you only got one income to rely on. And I just thought to myself, what do I do? And I've always wanted to own a business, and I said, this is my opportunity. And I saw that. It was very difficult in the beginning, but yes, I started off the business. And then with that, I went on to do a business management studying, with UCT. And it wasn't easy being a mom and a wife and starting off this business and having this health issue. But yes, I did it. And from there, it opened up so many doors for me and so many opportunities. It was like for 13 years, I was very ill, but I ran the business, and that's what, motivated me to go on, because you got children, and I needed to show my children. It doesn't mean that you have been diagnosed with an illness wasn't a death sentence. We could still do what we needed to do, and I had to motivate myself. And it was a difficult journey, but it also taught me something that, no matter what life throws at you, you can always change the situation to benefit you. So it was, when being married as early and as young as I was, my dream was always centered around my family and, the kids, and doing what I needed to do for them. And then I sat back and I thought, but what do I need to do for me? And the thing was that I always wanted to own a business, and I just didn't, I would say I didn't have the guts at that time, but I was thrown into the situation with my health issues and what have you. So that was my dream, and it materialized in that way. There's a path for all of us, I feel, and mine opened up and turned out to be that way. And yes, it showed the person that I am, and I love what I do, and I'm so passionate about my business, and yes, it's my baby. I've been very fortunate. I've had lots of people around me that are so, strong individuals, and like my parents. My dad as well was a business person, and seeing how he ran his business, he got us involved at a very young age, and yes, that did inspire me, and that sparked off my interest into owning a business, and it grew into a dream. So, yes, he was very instrumental in my life, and so was my mom. And I think I'm also self-motivational. I do a lot of things to motivate myself and to always look at the positive side of a situation. Because, as I said, no matter what is thrown at us, we have to come out of it, So I do a lot of things to motivate myself and take myself onto that level. I impact on my business through my my leadership skills. Also, there's so much more, that you involve yourself in the business. I make it. It's not just a business to me. It's personal. So my communication skills, my I feel it's very important with everybody around me that they know what's going on. So I try to make them part of the business as well. So some of the achievements is that, okay, I've received numerous awards, but for me, overall, it's the impact that I have on the employment status, by employing someone and knowing that I'm giving them that that motivation to work or to raise their family and do what they need to do is very important for me. For me, that's an achievement on its own. Also for my community, I invest in the community in the sense that I bring in other companies and see how I can help them, like small businesses. One very specific company being that we take some of our raw materials, some of our offcuts, and they use it as their raw materials, but we donate it to them. And it's not just giving them that, it's how I can uplift them, like introducing them into programs that I'm in and growing their business.
Yeah.
So
supply and development program.
Exactly, like my social responsibility. Yeah. But it's not just about showing that the company is socially responsible. It's being active in making them a success as well. Yeah, like I visit them and, I interact with them to see how I can make it better for them, because after all, I've got 18 years of experience, and there's a lot that I can do with that. The most recent challenge is being in business is a challenge, I think, all the time. But the most recent and hardest challenge was the July riots of 2021, where my entire business was burnt to the ground. Yeah, that was really devastating. At the time, we were ready for our ISO accreditation, and there was so much that was happening for the business. I mean, it was 15 years of everything that went in there, and we were really in a nice place. And during the riots, the entire business was burnt to the ground. I had no option. I basically found out that my factory was on fire by a friend calling and telling us to put the TV on. And when we put the TV on, we just saw the factory in blazes. And my husband looked at me and he says, "So what are you going to do?" And I said, "We don't have an option. We start the business again." And he was like, "How do you do this? Because, you've got 15 years, you sit back. And all you say is, over and above the 15 years, I've got people that are relying on me for a salary, and I've got customers that are relying on a product." So I'm fortunate in the sense that my son works with us. He's a mechanical engineer. And within a week, we pulled out scrap from that blazing inferno, and he rebuilt our machines, and we were supplying our customers within a week. I won the Tenacity and Grit Award from the Durban Automotive Cluster. I won the Champion Entrepreneur of the Year. And for me, yes, that just helps so much, with my efforts being recognized. And but 6 months later, 6 months after the riots, we were affected with the floods in KZN, and the entire business was afloat in water. But we recovered from that, and yes, we were up and running within a few days as well. So yes, we have amazing support structure and people in the business as well, So that was very, very trying for us. It was really a difficult patch. But we made it, and we moved on to newer premises. We ended up buying our own premises, so out of all the good that happens, out of all the bad that happens, there's good also that comes with it. Yeah, and it was really a very, very difficult stage, and at that time you're trying to recover and trying to sort your business out, and you're trying to get new machines in and do what you need to do. And you had, at that time people were going crazy because they didn't know what was going on, and they would sell you machines that were totally not functional, and we had COVID at the time as well, so we couldn't go out and look at machines. So we were buying machines by WhatsApp video calls, and people just took advantage of you at the time, And we had no outside assistance from government or any organization, so we had to basically recover on our own. And I only ended up getting my new machines by the end of last year. So it's taken an impact on us. We're still recovering from that financially, but it's grown us 100-fold within ourselves and what we can accomplish in the business, and we know we're here to stay. I would say to young women, believe in yourself. Don't be afraid of hard work. Don't be afraid to go out there and try. Don't be afraid of taking a risk. So my future goals are to expand the business. By next year, I would like to double my employment levels at the factory. We have an expansion project that's going on. We want to grow the business globally. So we're busy in export programs. We're busy with our products to different countries, and we're looking at taking it globally. To find balance, I do a lot of things. I love gardening. I love cooking. I love reading. I also do a lot of meditation and horse riding.